Hi y'all. So, y'all's weekend went wonderful. Hope your week is going even better. Y'all, it got cold in Texas. We're in the 80s. We are in the 80s. This morning I think we got to 70-ish. I don't remember. But cold front's coming in and we're in the 80s and I'm enjoying that. I want to turn off the AC and open the windows, but then it would struggle bus to get it cooled down in here again. So I'm just going to let it ride. Plus, we don't have screens on the windows, so I'm worried about the bugs coming in. And I'm hoping that with the cooler weather, the yellow jackets will die, the dirt daubers will die, the skeeters will die. Hoping all that mess will die. We'll see what happens. So, Mr. Sunshine went back to work on Friday. He enjoyed going back to work. It was tiring on him a little bit, and I was like, well, yeah. So, he went back to work, and then Saturday, what did we do Saturday? Saturday we had lunch with the family, and then they went on to a football game at HSU, Hardin-Simmons University. They went over there to watch that game, and then Sunday we went to church and dealt with the horses, and ours is getting his winter fur, and so dang soft and so cute. You know, I should do a video out there. I'm thinking that would be a cool idea. Y'all could meet Zorro. So, I think that's going to be a good horse for Mr. Sunshine, because that horse is older. And yes, he is very tall. I mean, he's very tall. But I don't think he has a lot of spice in him. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We've said that about some of these horses that are out there, and they had spice. So I'm kind of scared to put him on it, but he wants to ride, and I can't hold him back anymore. You know, he's gotten through some really awesome stuff. God has really taken care of us, folks. Really, really taken care of him. He only has to have radiation ablation right there where his thyroid was taken out. He doesn't have to have chemo or radiation. His body's healed. Tell me God's not real. Tell me God is not real. So, yeah. I did some mindless stuff while I was out, you know, just doing. I had a lot of time on my hands, and I just needed a break from everything. And I went on the Pinterest, and I saw that button trees were a thing, and I decided to give it a try. Now, please be gentle on me. This is my first one, and it's the only kind of, I wanted it to be cohesive, to have a theme, and because I don't use these buttons, I had a ton of them, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. So be gentle on me. I'm trying new things. It's a button tree. These white things are pins used to alter wedding dresses, so they're very big heads. And then just buttons. This is, yeah, these are buttons. So, I don't have any cutesy cabochons or embellishments or anything, so that's why I use the white pins, just to have something on there. The pins did have to be cut down because they were the long ones, because of course they got to go through a wedding dress, and so I cut them down, and then I put little leggies on it. So yeah, I like this. I do. And this is the foam thing. It's just a piece of foam. It's a foam cone that comes from the Dollar Tree. And then I desperately wanted to make E6000 work, so I didn't have all these glue strings everywhere. But E6000 just doesn't work for me. I've tried to use it multiple times, and it's just not, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I can't get it to work. I know a lot of people swear by it. I cannot get it to work. So, and I got frustrated because the glue gun eats so many glue sticks, and they're not cheap. They're not cheap. So I did some research, and I found that you can get a whole 5-foot stick of glue. I'm serious. I'm very serious. At Hobby Lobby for right under $4. I have the mini glue gun because at the time, 1,000 years ago, that's all I could afford. Maybe one day I'll get to upgrade it, but it's just this little cheapo deal. It works. I've had it probably 5-6 years. I'm gonna get a big girl glue gun one day. But yeah, it's a whole. Now I've already cut a section off of it, but yeah. So I didn't put the whole thing in my glue gun. I had to cut some of it off because I didn't want it. It was trailing on the floor and everything. I didn't want that, so I cut a good size section off and put it in the gun. So, and they have it in. Mine is a mini glue gun, but they have it in a regular glue gun. So I'm definitely going to upgrade the glue gun soonish. And then I'm going to try to get more buttons and embellishments because I would love to do more trees. I hoard buttons. I haven't been able to buy buttons in a hot minute, so it's kind of, whatever. Now, I did find this at the Dollar Tree, and it's the chunky glitter. It's got big chunks in it. And I did make sister a tree. I'm not happy with it though. It works, but I don't know. I may still give it to her because I like it, but I don't know if I like it. So I was gonna paint because hers colors are purple and red, and I was going to paint the tree before I put the stuff on it. That slipped my mind. So yeah. But, and like I said, this is Dollar Tree for, however much they're charging nowadays. And just good old acrylic paint. And it works. It works. My paint job right here, this is an old wooden sewing table. It folds out, but I don't have room to fold it out. This right here, this is all acrylic paint from the Dollar Tree. It's fine. It works really well. So anyway, and now I'm working on a request. That's what I'm doing today, and my iron's hollering at me because it's ready. But it's this block. Isn't this cool? I looked at it and I was like, ooh, that looks complicated. Y'all, it's not. It is so not. It's a free pattern, so I'm going to show you. You can scan the QR code right there. So, but yeah, that's what I'm working on. And let me tell you the story because I don't know if I remember to tell you the story. A person that I'm doing this for, she works in the sheriff's office, right? And she was telling me her favorite colors were gray and teal because it reminds her of coming out of the darkness into the light. And it was just beautiful how she worded it. I don't word it so good. But I knew I wanted to capture that. And I don't have those colors. I'm just using what I have on hand and hoping for the best. So my thought process was, I'm going to use prints, because these are prints. These are something I've got. They were big squares. I want to say layer cake squares that somebody had cut, you know. And so I had this, and this is a king size sheet that I got at the thrift store. And my thinking on it was, she's super fun loving. She's a great friend. She's just easygoing, happy go lucky. But at night when she works, it's all business. So I wanted to do that in a play of happy fun over here, and then serious. Because working at a sheriff's office is tough. It is really tough. You have to really be on your game face. So that's what we're doing, and I got all the pieces cut out. Now I still have a lot of sheet, and I still have some prints, so I'm going to go with my original count, and then if it's not big enough, then I can add to it. So yeah, but yeah, that's what I've got going on. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. So it's just been working. But I kind of feel like I just may take a few days off. I'm ahead of schedule on a lot of stuff, because when you order from me or request from me or whatever you want to call it, you get put in the priority bucket. And I get to yours as soon as I possibly can. If there's people in front of you, I can't do much about that. I get theirs done first. But you don't just get a couple of days and then I just I'll rest. No, I get on it and I work till it's complete. And because I'm ahead of schedule at the moment, I kind of think I'm going to take a couple of days and just chill. Because I'm terrified that my hands are going to be ruined if I don't. And I love my hands and I need those. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I hope y'all take care. Have a great rest of your week. If you're in Texas, enjoy this cold weather. I think they said Friday or Saturday, maybe Friday or Saturday morning, we're going to wake up to 32. I told Mr. Sunshine, you better grab me a lawn chair. I'm going outside. But then I had a thought. With the cooler weather, it's nice and cold, right? And I was like, oh, in the mornings, I can I have this giant piece of cardboard I don't know why I kept it, but put down my piece of cardboard and a couple of blankets in the garage and lay down and sleep. Yeah. Because I love the cold. I sleep so good when it's cold. And just hang out there all day. Because I would love to make a little tiny sanctuary out there where I can just sit and crochet, and have that back door open. Because we have a back door to the garage. It's connected to the house, but it's a back. I have it secure lock, padlocks, everything. Because for a minute when we were moved in here, people thought it was a great idea to open my back gate and just walk in the backyard. I'm like, what are you doing back there? We don't have an alley. So what are y'all doing back there? So I put padlocks on it. I've got the garage. I've got it like Fort Knox up in here. And yeah. So it would be nice to just open the back door and just chill in the garage. It's so nice. I'm excited if it gets cooler weather. Very excited. So y'all take care. I love you to pieces. And, spread some love. because this world is a mighty, mighty mess right now. And for those that are going to be struggling due to the government can't get themselves together, I'm right there with you. It sucks. It sucks bad. I don't know what to do, but you can bet your top dollar Congress is getting paid. Everybody in the government officials are getting paid their millions of dollars that they could let go for a month and pay. What irks me worse than anything, not being able to have food stamps sucks, okay? But what really irks me, really, really worse than that, is the military's not getting paid. And I can't imagine that sorrow. That's a bunch of horse crap. The government can't get themselves together. And our wonderful military can't even get paid. What's even crappier is these football players are getting paid more than a military person. How does that work? How does that even work? The people that need their paycheck and deserve their paycheck are teachers and military and first responders and firefighters, the backbone of this country. It's heartbreaking. It's such sorrow. I can bet you most of Congress is probably on the green playing golf while we're over here trying to figure things out. Abilene, Texas is already scrambling of how are they going to help us survive. And I know a lot of people are like, well, maybe this is a time for everybody to go get a job. Okay. I see how you're angry about that. But some can't get a job. Some people are on Social Security disability. You have the elderly. Just going to get a job is not that simple. When you are fighting the demons in your head, it sucks. And I think the elderly need to come first sometimes. Because you hear these horror stories, they've turned to cat food. And everybody think that's fake. It's not fake. Some of that does happen. Because it's cheaper than anything else. And I don't know. Anyway, what I'm saying is check on your neighbors. Make sure they're doing okay. Hopefully they'll return the favor and check on you. And if you don't have a hobby, get one, because I'm telling you what, I can't tell you how many times I've traded crochet for food. It works. It works. So, y'all take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.